Hello and welcome to approving a P-Card transaction in AZ360. We will be demonstrating this process in one of our test environments, and the screen has been zoomed in for optimal viewing. In our training scenario, a P-Card manager needs to approve a reconciled P-Card purchase. We will navigate to the Unprocessed Procurement Card Activity, or PRCUU page, and we'll approve the transaction. To get started, we will navigate to the global search field at the top of the screen. We'll click the expand caret and we'll ensure that page code has been selected. In the global search field, we will type in PRCUU and we'll select unprocessed procurement card activity from the drop-down that generates. Okay, the page will then load. In the P-Card ID field, we will enter the P-Card number being reconciled. In this scenario, we will enter ADA 999999. In the reconciliation status field, we will click the pick list and we'll select reconciled and then click OK. We'll click search and you'll see our record at the bottom of the screen. We will then click the row 3 dot menu and then edit. At this point, the P-Card approver would verify that the transaction information is correct. To do this, on the Unprocessed Procurement Card Activity tab, we will click on the Attachments button, and as the approver, you would actually download the receipt and you could go ahead and review it. As a reminder, the agencies can either attach a receipt to the Unprocessed Procurement Card Activity tab of the transaction, or they can house them separately. In this scenario, we attached a receipt to the transaction for demonstration purposes only. Okay, we'll go ahead and close out of there. We'll scroll to the bottom of the screen, and you'll verify that the transaction amount total, $23.84, is correct. Okay, as well as the other merchant details. All right, on the Commodity Lines tab, we will verify that the amounts total is correct. So again, that $23.84. And then we will navigate to the Accounting Lines tab. On this tab, the manager would go ahead and verify that the amounts of the accounting lines, again, total the commodity line amount. We would also verify the various chart of account elements to ensure that they are correct and appropriate for the payment. And the same thing on the second line. That's the function and the department object. Okay. All right, after making all of those verifications, the manager would then navigate back to the Unprocessed Procurement Card Activity tab, and they would then check off the Pay checkbox. Then go ahead and click Save. Okay. Note that if the transaction cannot be approved, do not check the Pay checkbox. You should work with the cardholder to make the corrections or adjustments to the transaction. Only check the Pay checkbox after the necessary corrections have been made. Keep in mind it is also best practice to have a segregation of duties by assigning one user to reconcile a P-Card transaction and another user to approve the P-Card transaction for payment. This video and the reconciliation video utilize the same user for demonstration purposes. Okay, go ahead and click the Home icon, and we have completed the approval of a P-Card transaction in AZ360.